Hi, in this video I will show you how to update senhasegura in a clustered environment. In our example, I will use a two-node cluster. On the left, we have the primary node, whereas on the right, the secondary node. Before we update then, it is important to check which is the main node in a cluster. And to find this information, run the command Orbit Replication Status in each node. Here we can confirm that the node on the left is my main node, and it also brings up the name of the primary node matching the node where I am. The command returns the host name of the primary node, as you can see, so it is important to know your host name to validate the information. Now I'm going to run the same command on the right side to double check. And as you can see, it gives me the same primary node on the left. And it also confirms that this is not the main node. This information is crucial because the update always starts in the primary node. But first, let's take a snapshot. As you know, the snapshot is a crucial step before any changes or updates to senhasegura. It serves as a rollback plan. That is why you should never update an instance without a snapshot. And, well, snapshots require the instance to be off. You need to shut down each instance in the reverse clustering order. What do I mean by that? We know my primary node is on the left and my secondary node is on the right. And I have to first shut down the secondary node. This is the reverse order. To shut down an instance, run the following command: orbit shutdown. I will skip this step to make the recording shorter, but you should choose yes and then type enter to initiate shutdown. Use the virtualizer to monitor the shutdown process. After it is completed, take the snapshot and then turn the instance back on. Obviously, during shutdown, this instance is removed from the cluster. This is shown in senhasegura's web interface. You go to Orbit, Replication and Status, and the cluster size should now be 1 instead of 2. The same screen will also show you when the instance is automatically added back to the cluster after taking the snapshot. This is the page that confirms that. So again, the cluster size should say 1 while the instance is off, but around 5 minutes after reboot, the number should get back to 2. Wait for the cluster size to say 2 and move on to the primary node. Cover the exact same steps as you did before: shut down, snapshot, and reboot. Again, I will run the command orbit shutdown, choose yes, wait for a full shutdown, check the cluster size, take a snapshot, reboot, wait for 5 minutes, check the cluster size again, and done. Now that we have taken both snapshots, we can go to the next step. This time, we will have to update the packages in both nodes using senhasegura's mirror. Run the command apt-get update, and this is a standard step in any update. Since I'm just updating the packages, I can do it in both nodes at the same time. But if you prefer, you can do it one after the other. You can start with the primary node and then go to the secondary node, or even the other way around. The packages are now being updated, And now we have to run a second command called apt-install orbit-cli. You can do it both at once or in any order you like. In my case, there are very few packages to install because I had recently updated my environment. But done! And from now on, the order you update nodes is very important. Let me get back to split view. I will run the Orbit Replication Status command a second time to double check which is the main node. All looks well, the master node remains on the left. Now, unlike the shutdown process, which took place in reverse order, the update process starts in this master node. My master node is the one on the left, so I will update it first and leave all remaining nodes completely idle. Make sure you have completed the two requirements. Take a snapshot and update the packages. Now we are almost ready for the final step. Just remember to inform end users that the system will be unavailable during the snapshot and also in a few moments throughout the update process. Start by running the command orbit update. The system will prompt me with a confirmation message and remind me of the importance of the snapshot. In my case, I have taken the snapshot, so I'm good to go. This command starts the update process, and all we have to do is wait. Done! The update was successfully completed in my master node, and now we can move on to the secondary node. This time, the node on the left should be kept completely idle, and we repeat the command orbit update. Confirm that you have the snapshot and would like to proceed. Done! Another successful update. All that is left to do is make sure both nodes are now using the same version. Run the command orbit version. Perfect! Both are using the same version. Now, after an update, it is really important to reboot the instances to complete a few changes in the operating system. This final reboot follows the same order as the snapshot. This means we will start from the secondary node. Before, let's confirm there were no changes to the node order. And again, the main node is on the left, the secondary is on the right. And since we have to reboot them in the same order as the snapshot, I will start with the one on the right, using the command orbit shutdown, added by the parameter R to indicate a reboot. This is not a shutdown, it's a reboot. Done! This instance has been successfully rebooted. I can use the uptime command to show this instance has been on for 0 minutes, an indication it has just been rebooted. And after the cluster size confirms that this instance has been added back to the cluster, repeat the same steps in the master node. That is all, and thank you for watching.